Are you thinking about getting into project management, but you don't know where to start? You are not alone. Have your coworkers said you would be great at managing projects, but you don't know where to begin? If your boss, manager, or leadership said, you know what? Project management is your jam. Pay attention, I have some great secrets for you. I work with hundreds, not hundreds, thousands of people just like you that have broken into project management, and now they're thriving. In this video, I'm gonna show you how. Let's get down to the basics. The first thing you need to understand is what project management actually is. Project management is not just Gantt charts. It is not just Excel spreadsheet. It is not just a long task to-do list. Project management is about solving problems, organizing people, and delivering outcomes. I know you have done this before and it's just not labeled as project management, but now you know it is. The next thing you need to do is audit your transferable skills. That means skills that you already have that translate to project management. Let me show you how. Most people, just like you, have project management skills and you just don't know it. Have you organized a department rollout? That's scope and scheduling. Have you led client communications? That's stakeholder management. Have you managed shifting timelines? That's risk mitigation. So this is just a little bit of what project management is, but hopefully you can see where you have the transferable skills and that you understand you're already doing project management. If you're unsure where to start, focus on skills like planning and organization, team coordination, clear communication, budget, and resource tracking. These are all transferable skills that are project management. The next thing you need to do to break into project management is reframe your experience. This is where we're gonna learn to speak the project management language. Instead of saying, I help with onboarding, I just did this, I just did that, now you're gonna reframe that language and say, led cross-functional initiatives. Instead of I supported teams, you led project management deliverables. So reframing your experience, let others know, management know, HR know that you actually have project management experience. Now that you've reframed your experience, now it's time to gain intentional new experience. So how do we do that? Let me show you how. First and foremost, you do not need a new job to get project management experience. Let me show you how. Volunteer to lead a work effort, a team project, or other duties assigned. This will allow you to take the initiative and guess what? Be recognized for your project management experience. Woo, I got a big one. Now you need to track your outcome, your results, or your metrics. So many times you guys are killing it in project management, getting mad results. However, you don't illustrate that. You don't let management know. And more importantly, you don't know how to speak or talk the language. Let me show you how. The next thing you can do to get project management experience, and I've had a ton of clients do this, why don't you shadow another project manager? You can do that either in your business line, another business line. Newsflash, what about your friends that are working in project management? You don't have to get experience working in your organization. Oh, I have a bonus for you. What about those volunteer activities that you're in? The sororities, the community involvement, the community engagement projects you're working on. Volunteer. That's how you get project management experience as well. For instance, if you work in education, guess what? Those other duties assigned before school starts, you can volunteer and say you want to work on the new curriculum project. That is a project from beginning to end, unique product or service. Let's say you're a principal and you want to get some project management experience. Newsflash, you already have it. But just in case you want to volunteer, go to central office. Ask to be put on a committee where you actually gain the experience to lead a project initiative. There are so many more examples of how you can volunteer work that you're already doing at your organization to get project management experience. So if you're really ready to dive into project management and now you clearly understand that you have experience, go ahead and connect with me below so you can find out more information on how to get the PMP certification. It is for you. It goes deep diving into project management. Let me help you connect the dots. Why do you need your PMP? We already know you're doing the job, you have the experience, but the PMP certification helps managers, HR, and leadership know that you, without a shadow of a doubt, have the project management tools to manage a project. Okay, I want to take the time to show you how any industry can translate what you're currently doing to project management. Let's start with education first, because that is the fastest growing industry that requires project managers. If you've developed curriculum, mapped out units, that's project planning. Not only that, curriculum has milestones that is broken down into tasks, just like project scope is broken down into a timeline. In education, you deal with parents, teachers, and admins. These are all key stakeholders, and this is stakeholder management at its finest. Just like in project management, you have to manage expectations just like you do with the teachers, the parents, and administrators. Another example of project management in education is risk management, and it's my favorite. You have to manage things like last-minute school closures, budget constraints, students falling behind, and identifying risks to help students get to the next grade level. You even have to build contingency plans for substitute teachers. This is all classic risk mitigation. Let's do another example in healthcare. Healthcare is one of the fastest growing industries that require project management. Trust me, I know. This includes not just nurses, but doctors and pharmacists and everybody involved. Let me give you some examples. If you're a nurse, you have project execution experience from coordinating patient care plans. This is monitor controlling a project in real time. You have to monitor progress, adjust interventions, and ensure quality outcomes. Sounds like a project manager to me. Another example of a nurse having project management experience is cross-functional communication. So you have to work with doctors, pharmacists, and hospital administration. That's cross-functional teams at its finest. You help translate clinical plans on an ongoing basis. Another example of project management in healthcare, and I know this personally, if you're a doctor or pharmacist and you want to move up, meaning stop practicing on the patient level, you need your PMP certification. Trust me, I've had you in my boot camps. Let me tell you how. You know the art and the science of managing healthcare. However, project management, you have to really understand how to manage a hospital facility, from the pharmacy, from the patient care, from the clinical side, from the ER, from the physical therapy. Guess what? That is cross-functional management at its finest. As you can see, project management is very instrumental in healthcare. My question to you is, are you ready to go ahead and get this PMP certification? Drop your current career and title and industry in the comments, and I'll help you translate what you're currently doing to project management. So if you're really ready to dive into project management, go ahead and register for my upcoming PMP Bootcamp below. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about the psychology and the mindset of getting promoted in project management. I'm Tamara McLemore, Chief Impact Officer, and I'll see you in the next video.